Hi stays, welcome back to my channel. Today I am reacting to the behind the scenes episode 0, the MIROH performance. Honestly, I didn't know if we were ever gonna get this. So the fact that we're getting it and it's Stay Week and there's just like a lot of emotions behind the scenes, especially since Hyunjin is literally the first frame you see. So also I am here today joined with everybody's favorite off-camera guest, my sister. So
everyone's favorite figment of their
imagination. So but since this is a longer episode, I'm gonna go ahead and get started into this because I know this is gonna be emotional, so like I'm just like not prepared for it. So let's go ahead and get started. I'm already sad.
I mean, I said what I said. It's like he tragically died after he filmed this.
But like, can you imagine? When they did this behind the scenes, they had no idea this was gonna be his last one. Oof.
Wait, where are they?
I'm not sure, but honestly, it looks like where they did one of their fan signs.
What are they? Oh, those are the things that go in the
Yeah.
안 돼? 이 정도도 안 된다고? 대형 타워. 여기 보고 대형 타워. 아, 정인이까지는 안 단다. 나도 안 가. 이게 진짜 1m 대 1m?
All of their hairs are different. I just realized that because they all had like jet black hair for the performance.
최대한 잘 다른 이걸로 일단 할게. 긴 걸로 진행.
I think Hyunjin got hair extensions as well.
I don't know, his hair's pretty long there.
It is pretty long, but it's like
hella long for the performance. Ooh. That part scared us. Hyunjin's face. I didn't realize how long Lix's hair was. I hate him. Ooh. Oh, that scared me. I don't know if y'all know this, but I like took tumbling for years, and you can pretty much tell halfway through the air when someone is not going to make it. But he like killed it for the performance.
yeah. On the contrary, I took tumbling for years, and I knew before I left the ground that I wasn't going to. Some serious like fear of going backwards.
Oof.
He's gonna end up breaking his face, and it's gonna be so sad.
He's not prepping like low enough. He's also not tucking in his legs.
Someone needs to spot him. Like,
we're getting really technical with the. Oh, that was better.
I really wish someone would spot him.
Yeah, he scares me. He's so precious.
크란벳이라고. 얘 플라스틱이지만 근데 좀 날카로운.
See, if it were still like sharp, like they're saying it is, that would terrify me.
I like wish in another life that I could like be a knife thrower.
He does have small little hands.
돌리고.
I figured that would be hard to do with a mask.
야, 한다 이제 할 수 있다. 해봐. 후.
Okay, that part of Lino's is
형 멋있는데?
hella dope.
오케이. 형 뭐야? 여기서 포부를 말하겠어. 포부를. 여 1등 할 거야. 우리가 없어? 어? 3분은 없어? 아 진짜 1분은 한 번만 말해주고 싶다. 원부. 여러분들이 우리 스테이가 봤을 때 아주 헐 미쳤다라고 말 수 있는.
I mean, that did happen. Their performance made us say like, this is crazy.
넷, 다섯, 여섯, 일곱, 여덟,
Someone stop him.
저 보시고요. 돌아오고.
Stretching?
둘,
It looks like,
엉덩이 드는 상태.
which is funny because that's like so easy,
A hinge?
돌아오고.
I guess.
No. Hinges are not easy.
다섯,
That would be so easy for me.
일곱, 셋,
I know you're not about to try this off camera
여섯, 일곱, 여덟,
to prevent injuries.
열. 돌아올게요.
굉장히 무대가 꽉 찰 겁니다. 100초가 되게 짧은 시간이지만
It is like,
많은 것들을 담아.
yeah, it's a really short time to make an impact. But I mean, hey,
It's a short time.
how with the? It's 3:53 in the morning. Yo, when did y'all sleep?
팬미팅 끝나고 바로 와가지고 지금 다 킹덤 화이팅하고 끝낸 거.
오케이 킹덤 화이팅! 그동안 킹덤을 하면서 되게 많이 성장한 것 같고. 오 저희가
It was literally the first week.
네 오늘 2월 21일이거든요.
He was like, I feel like I've grown a lot through my kingdom, whatever, and it was literally the first week.
너무 재밌게 잘 한 것 같아가지고 진짜 솔직히 너무 재밌었어요.
But did that say a while ago that they came from a fan meeting?
네, 원래는 검은색이었는데 아주 검은색이에요. 아주 검은색이고요. 되게 재밌습니다. 나도 해주라. 나 똥손이라서.
Yeah.
안돼. 괜찮아? 오 괜찮아.
울리는 나무가 있는데 안 돌아가면 대역죄인이고
Treason?
계속 계절이고 있어요.
They actually like.
지금 이걸로
I feel like making the knife spin
손에 편하게.
would be like really hard to do, and they actually made it like super fluid.
촘촘히 해야 돼. 이거 맞아. 민호처럼 해야 돼.
I think there was a hole on the end. Yeah, and they're just spinning it around their finger.
But still, like to get the handle right to spin it.
For sure.
어쨌건 아마 장갑 껴서 전 안 감으려고요. 네, 저 전국계에서 혹시나 그게 또 전구가 되게 날카로우니까 유리 같은 거니까 혹시 모르 장갑 껴야 된다 하더라고요. 안 낄 수도 있고.
Wait, did he say he won't wear them? That was so cute. That's really good. His little cheeks.
강 넘어 둥 산을 넘어 강 넘어 그 다음엔 딱 올렸을 때
이제 둘 다 원힘 많이 쓸 때는 원대 꽂고 뛰고 원대 돌았었는데
내가 잘만 잡아줘. 잘만 잡아.
Okay, Lino. Killing it with the handstand.
이따가 확실히 오르니까. 하나, 둘, 셋.
His hair's so long.
강 넘어 그 다음에
잡아야 돼. 이게
올렸을 때
나너 힘 많이 쓸 때는 원대 두 번째 손으로 빨리 당기잖아. 안돼
Oh. Are they okay?
발에 맞은 거야?
This is the real reason why you didn't
내가 살짝 흔들리더라.
for the rest of the competition.
지가 근데 너무
그러면 너가 더 미리
Are they?
강 이렇게
강 넘어 강. 5, 6, 7, 8 산을 넘어 산 넘어 강을 넘어 강 넘어.
They're just like they keep doing things that are like stressing me out. Oh, you're gonna do it again?
이렇게만 오면
Okay. I say that as if I like haven't tumbled on my neck multiple times and then just gotten up and done it again.
We literally like just had this conversation about like falling on your head or your neck or your face and then being told to get up, suck it up, and
Do it again. It's just part of the job.
It shouldn't be, but
But it
it
is.
is.
Chan's curly hair.
I wish I had actually curly hair.
No, my hair's hella straight. I love his ponytail. Because for Hyunjin's flip, Ian doesn't really do much but be like a stabilizer. It's mostly
Who?
Ian. Isn't it Ian?
Felix is the one that like just.
Oh, I thought it was Ian. I just saw the blonde hair. Oh no, yeah, because he comes back around after doing that to. You're right. See, Felix is just like there for support. Chongmin does most of the.
그냥 없으면 쟤 뭐지? 해서 이게 나은지 확인돼서 이게 나은지 뭐가 나을 것 같아? 하이파이가 좀 더 멋있을 것 같아.
빠르게 안 뛰어도 돼. 후! 너가 빠르게 뛰니까 처음에 후! 그리고 생각보다
I keep getting stressed out that he's actually gonna try and flip. They keep scaring me.
진짜 높게 했어.
아 잡아줄까? 마지막에?
아니. 내가
I'm glad Chongmin is the one like
자세 잡는 쪽에
helping Hyunjin out.
어야 그 진짜 넘어졌어.
You want the shortest one flipping the tallest one?
He's strong. I don't care how tall you are. The man is built. Got all the muscle. Lena. Oh.
I think it does matter. No matter how strong I am, if I ever try to flip you, I would easily lose an arm, a leg, and maybe half my face.
I would trust Chongmin to flip me. And Chongmin is significantly
We're
shorter.
already gonna get into why you would trust him.
Whoa.
뿜뿜뿜 스트레이 키
이렇게 해서 뭔가 이렇게 해서 이렇게
They look like mustaches.
What did the, I'm wondering what Han was doing in the background.
여기서 그냥 봐. 이렇게 올라서 이렇게 해야지.
그렇지.
치는 거 아니면 치지 말고 잡고 조심해야겠다. 타이밍 맞춰서 키고 이것만 잡고 불꽃 먼저 켜버리면 어디지 탁 켜버리면
Like they're flipping each other. They're flipping themselves. They gave Chongbin fire.
전달은 했어요.
녹음실에? 넌 되게 가볍게 든다.
무거워. 근데 불꽃이 거의 한 1m.
My chest hurts. This entire episode has stressed me out.
이 정도.
그러니까 불꽃 장난.
I love that you can't see like half of Chongbin's
So
face
he was holding a sword?
with like flames or whatever coming out.
I thought he was holding like one of those like t-shirt cannons that just articles of clothing.
Nope. A t-shirt cannon.
You want something good.
그때 약간 너무 업 상태라 해야 되나? 좀더 다운된 상태로
내가 스포츠 게임 온 거야?
빨리.
스포츠. 스포츠.
이것만 딱.
They're just being cute. His hair is so long. Dance Rocha, man. He's look how precious he is. Little sunshine. Shut up.
어제 한 거에 봐야 안 되지. 땅이 보여야 되죠 눈앞에. 이렇게 당근 것도 보여주는 것도 굉장히 잘했어요.
He killed that. I mean, I want to learn how to do it. It's so cool looking.
If I tried to attempt that, it would look like a literal fish out of water. Just like something on the brink of death, gasping for air.
Time to be stressed out. Okay. I don't know what flew, but... Oh, it might have been the knife. I never realized, like...
The people going around the circle.
Well, not only that, just how difficult their choreo was.
Well, yeah, like in that part, like I'm only watching the people in the center.
Yeah.
So my birthday buddy and my almost birthday buddy. But I've never noticed.
Ugh. Oh my god, it stressed me out.
Those are the examples.
It's like you can't. You either have to get like a good amount of air, and like then you can kind of straighten your legs a little bit, or you don't get as much air and you bend your legs to get a
Like
faster
it's like
spin.
he's trying to land in a
It's
squat.
like a Spider-Man
And you're
position.
gonna end up breaking your ankles.
But in the performance, he doesn't land like that. He lands standing up.
Like a back handspring would be one thing. Like you can jump out too far or undercut and still land on your feet. A back tuck, you have to land like perfectly in order to land and not like
Hurt yourself.
Yeah.
I didn't realize the like.
저도
Yes.
블루블랙입니다. 블루블랙이고요. 나는 브라운 브레이드인가? 갈색인가? 살짝 갈색. 그렇게 흑발이
The dark hair.
거의 흑발 됐고요. 완전 흑발.
He's so precious.
흑발 너무 오랜만이다.
Look at these babies.
그때는 나 옛날에 마마 때 했던 거. 저는 블루블랙이고.
I like the blue hair on Han.
머리색이 뭔가요? 형 블루블랙인가요?
Obedient.
뭐예요 형?
몰라 그냥 해주는 거 했는데.
바로 전날이에요. 아 못해. 찔렀어. 어쨌든 오늘 킹덤 마지막 연습, 그러니까 대면식 마지막 연습 날이고요.
Just have Lino napping in the corner.
12시간 후에는 저희가 이제 촬영을 하고 있겠죠?
He's so tiny. His little noises. There we go. See, you gotta get the tuck. You get your knees in.
야 세상이 돈다. 인생이 멋이야. 와 멋있다.
He got really good height that time.
Yeah.
나 진짜 다른 사람 구별 못했잖아. 너네는 진짜 헷갈려. 나 다흑발이야.
Everyone does have black hair.
나 진짜 모르겠어.
Okay, but honestly, if you like turned some of them and did that, I would not know.
You can definitely tell that he had hair extensions for the performance though.
His long hair is so pretty.
야, 형이랑 게 우리가 했어.
이해는 너무 시키면 내 자리로 올 수 있어. 너가 땀을 이렇게 빠진단 말이에요.
야, 처음이라서 방법이 없어.
Powerful laugh.
야,
진심을 하는 거 아니지? 깜짝 놀랐잖아. 나 깜짝 놀랐잖아.
뒤에서 피난다 하나.
My ears are bleeding.
이렇게 해야 돼. 알겠어?
귀에 멍이 들어? 홍준 느낌 처음 들어. 하여튼 나한테 맞아서.
여러분들 걱정 마세요. 제 귀는 천하무적이에요.
Stop it. They're so cute.
이게 그다음에 도는 게 방법이었어. 근데 혹시
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4.
이게 그거 카운트를 너무 세우잖아. 뛰니까 뒤에 박자가 느리게 내려가. 그래서 승민이랑
What is he wearing on his leg? That was good.
하루 만에 사람이
Yeah,
각성했어요.
he definitely.
Like worked with him on that.
Either that or he watched a lot of like.
You know what makes me so mad? I took tumbling for years and couldn't figure out how to like accurately do a bag tuck.
야, 다들 뭔가 하나씩인데.
I just don't have the leg power for it.
I could do.
원래 이도 이거보다 컸는데 이거 순서 때문에 바람
I can do like a running into one, but I can't. I don't have enough power to do it on my own by itself.
I could do it like a handspring back tuck before a handspring. No, round off back tuck before I round off my handspring.
He's so cute.
오케이, 됐어. 어때요?
His little smile.
볼이 왜 늘어나? 나 곰인 거냐? 볼이 늘어나요?
His cheeks are so cute.
One reason why I could not be an actor, I cannot stand to be touched.
Look how precious. Final run through before Kingdom.
멋있어. 진짜? 이거 멋있는데?
He's so precious.
좀 앞에 잡아야 될 것 같은데.
그래서 필릭스 여기서 하고 한이랑 저기 누구냐 막내 이쯤에서 시작하지 않을까라는 생각이 있어.
아 네.
마지막에는 여기 너네가 자리를 스트레이 키즈 하면서 이렇게 잡아주고.
오늘 일어날 때부터 너무 떨려서
Aww.
오늘 뭐라 표현해?
Sungmin, you did so well though. He said he was nervous.
좀 긴장하고 있더라고요. 막
눈도 불을 떠들라고 마그네슘 부족해서 그러고 뭐 이러고. 마그네슘 부족. 철분 부족하고 철분이랑 마그네슘 부족해서 이러더라고요.
괜찮아요 컨디션?
좋아요? 컨디션이 좋아요? 제가 좋아요? 당연히 컨디션이 좋죠. 그걸 말이라고 합니까? 잘할 수밖에 없어요.
감선이 안 돼 있어요.
Help me. Oh.
같이 하자.
그냥 안 다쳤으면 좋겠어요. 안 다치고.
Me either.
한 번에 딱 보여지는 거라서.
Well, I mean, y'all didn't, but
긴장되고
No, but in their like
연습 열심히 했거든요.
dress rehearsal,
연습한
didn't.
대로만
Han and Felix collided.
1등 하고 싶어요.
You did
1등 하려고 나가는 거니까.
By a lot.
부담감 같은
by a lot, a lot.
잘하려는 마음이 큰 것도 다 보이는 거 같고. 모든 걸 약간 다 걸고 하는 느낌이죠. 뭐 다른 무대 때도 마찬가지였겠지만 최선을 다할 거예요.
I feel like I don't know if this is like just me,
조금
but I feel like when any of the kids are like kind of nervous, they always gravitate towards Changbin.
청자분들 이웃날 다정하고 네 청자분들께 한 말씀 올립니다.
I can see that.
청자분들 정말 즐거움도 드리면서 멋짐도 보여드리고 감동도 보여드리고 정말 많은 모습들을 보여드리고 싶고 정말 저희 신메뉴 바다처럼 오감을 만족시키는
They seem close though.
그런 팀
Yeah.
모습을
'Cause wasn't it
보여드리니까
him
기대
not
많이 해주시고 많이 예뻐해 주세요.
for
저희가
the love
부족할 수도
poem
있지만
performance?
Oh yeah, he came over to Sungmin. Him and Han went over to Sungmin and were like,
너그럽게
"You're doing so good. Your tone
예쁘게
sounds great." Blah blah blah.
감사했습니다. 많이 그냥 뭐든지 다 기대해 주셨으면 좋겠어요.
많이 떨리는데 자신이 없진 않아요.
뭔지. 아니 계속 뭔가 모니터 할수록 되게 부담이 생기더라고요. 부담이랑 그리고 근데 또 팀이랑 같이 하니까 그것도 자신감도 생기는 것 같아요, 확실히. 그래서 우리 그냥 혼자 하는 게
No,
아니라
no, 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 no,
우리가
no.
다
Why does that
같이
make me sad?
이제 멤버들이랑
He's
같이
talking
할 수
about
있는 할 수
performing
있는
all together with all the
퍼포먼스.
members, and this is the last time they got to do that.
만큼의 더
And now I'm sad.
되게 보이는 것 같아요.
파이팅.
Shut up. Is that it?
No.
안녕하세요. 한지성의 동공캠.
Hi, Han's people.
반대도.
Why is this something Han would do? I miss him. He's
와,
been working really
슈퍼
hard lately.
아이고.
I mean, he works hard all the time,
자,
but
여러분. 이게 이러면 안 되는데. 아.
woke up. He's got small hands too. Oh, big hands.
바로 할게요.
Wait, stop it.
Stop.
Oh,
오케이.
he over rotated on that one.
괜찮아 릭스야 너 잘할 수 있어.
That was so good. Okay.
And over rotations make you fall on your butt, and undercut will make you fall
On
on your
your-
face.
yeah.
Yeah.
I'd rather
Fall on
over
the butt
rotate
the
than
face.
'cause-
Undercut.
even if you over rotate too much, you'll at least land on your back, which is still better than landing on your face. So, but that was it. I'm so excited. Like, I'm so happy we finally got all 8 of them together. But the fact that that was like at the honestly, I wasn't really sad until the very end when they were like, I'm really nervous, but I'm confident because we're all here together and we're all performing together, all the members, and it's just like, oh, like I can't even imagine what the next week would have been like for them.
Yeah.
But like, can you imagine how hard that first week would have been?
Oh, they killed it the next week.
They did, but like, still, just like
Yeah,
having
I
to.
get it.
That's a lot.
I just like the only thing worse than like the Hyunjin hiatus has been this like DRM hiatus.
Did
Yeah.
I don't
But
even want to
I'm
get
glad-
into
I'm
the
glad
Dear
we're
M
over that.
hiatus.
I'm glad we're over
All of
the
the
7 instead of 8.
Yeah, we are back to OT8. It is Stay Week. We finally got our behind the scenes of the MIROH performance. Honestly, it was so stressful. The entire thing was so stressful. I hate that they made me go through that.
I don't like it's so funny to see that they're like, we have 100 seconds. Let's throw in as much tumbling
It's like,
as humanly
They
possible.
literally did 3 different.
flips.
Well, technically, they did 2 flips and then Felix like jumping on people's back and.
And they don't, but for the rest of like Kingdom, they didn't really tumble.
No,
So
probably because it was a lot on their bodies the first week.
they were like, yeah, let's not do that again.
Like, I mean, poor Hyunjin threw him. I mean, other than Chan almost breaking his wrist multiple times, Hyunjin like almost threw himself into the mirror.
Yeah.
So I still stand by what I said. I would trust Chongmin. Like,
With your life.
yeah,
Yeah, that's not the only reason.
but yeah, that was so good to see, but also like kind of sad to see. Also, like, could you imagine trying to go through a competition and then also having to deal with that? Like, being sat down and told, like, you won't, this is, like, last week was the last time you perform as 8 on this show. Well, I mean, technically they didn't know that at the time, but. Because they didn't know how long the hiatus was going to last and all that stuff. So, I hope, my only thing with all that was I hope he came back on his terms.
But at the same time, when you deal with that on such a high stage, like it can mess with your head a bit because you're sort of villainized, just like what we're seeing right now with, you know, a certain beloved athlete of ours. Like she's being villainized for just coping with something that she's dealing with, and this is something that he had to deal with and like sort of get over. But when you pull up your social media and you're like, you see the comment section of a YouTube video and people are constantly talking about how awful you are and how you're evil and just all this other stuff, like it really, like, it terrorizes you as a person. So like, I'm sure that there was like his mental state that definitely needed to be like back to normal before he should have come back. And like, I agree. I think I hope that it was his say
when he came back.
Yeah,
because I didn't want him to come back at like wanting to do maybe like the Wolfgang performance or whatever, just like something to do with them. And JYP just being like, nah, fam.
I would understand that, although we were really fingers crossed, like hoping for him to come back
Wolfgang, yeah,
for the finale, you know, because it had been such a long time.
But even then, he was still gone for like a month and a half.
After that, yeah. So, I don't know. Like, I hope everything is good and
dandy. We're so glad to have him back. Stayville. That's what it's called.
Stayville, that sounds like a app for your phone.
Like I mean,
Farmtown. Stayville sounds like a Facebook game in which like you competed to see who had the better hotel.
So like Farmville?
Like. Farmville, but with hotels instead of.
No, because we got Stayville and In City.
Well, because NCT sounds like that's why that one.
Yeah, and we're in Citizens. We're in Citizens of In City. So
people put a lot of thought into this.
Yeah, they did. That one was clever. But Stays is really cute. Like, you take out the R because they're the reason that you make Stray Kids stay. It's cute.
It's hard for me to look at it like a group of grown men and go,
"Oh, that's so cute." No, I look at Ian every day and I'm like, "Look at this precious little baby." I love him. Even when he does like mature concepts, I'm like, "Yes, look at the Maknae go."
Although with me being older, I guess I probably should be like, "Oh, they're so cute."
The rest of them are like, they're all my age, relatively, give or take a few years. But I don't know. Ian just feels like they're really, really cute little brother. Even though like him and Sugmin are like 3 months apart.
How y'all are, what, 3 years difference?
Because Ian's birthday's in February.
You and I are 3 years apart.
Yeah.
So, but I never once looked at you and go, "Oh, you're so cute."
That's because you hated me for most of my life.
True, but still, never once did I look at you and go, "Oh my gosh, you're so cute."
But like, even I'll see Chan, and Chan's older than I am, and I'll be like, "He looks so precious with a little curly hair."
That's not what I think.
Well, I mean, to each their own.
Well, in my defense, like, he's also the same age, almost like
literal exact same age.
Yeah.
They're what, a couple of weeks apart?
Yeah.
So, but yeah, those are mine. And then I got to deal with Lino. How did out of all of them that I could have shared like the same like 9-8 line with, it had to be Lino.
Could have shared a birthday with Han.
Kelly, you literally share a birthday with Felix. I swear to God, if you complain about it again, I'm gonna hate you. I would love to share a birthday with Lix.
I would like to share a birthday with them.
You can't, because they're not twins.
And we all have birthdays coming up, and I'm super pumped about it.
They do. 4 of them.
This is my first year, like, knowing that my birthday, like, celebrating my birthday is, like, simultaneously celebrating
Felix's birthday?
An idol's birthday, yeah. Because, like, to this point, no group that I had gotten into had somebody whose birthday was the same as mine. And now it's going to be, like, 48 hours of partying. Because, like, his birthday, like, time zones.
They're 14 hours ahead of us.
Yeah.
So he'll be Well, look here. His birthday there is the same time as Han's birthday here, so it's kind of like you're celebrating at the same time.
There we go. We're all birthday buddies.
Y'all are all birthday buddies.
Because we'll be on my birthday. I need to know what hour he was born. Because I was almost... Wait, no, that wouldn't work.
You were almost born on the 16th.
I was almost born on the 16th. I'm just minutes away. But
I literally don't share a birthday, I think, with like any idol. Me and Juyeon from The Boys are close, but
I'm having some time zone issues here. So the 14th.
I wish y'all could see this. It's like she's trying to makeshift a whiteboard.
No, I need to see a map. So
They're 14 hours ahead of us.
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So it would be the 13th here while it was the 14th there.
Yes. Like right now, it is. What's today's date?
So when my birthday hits, it'll be the
It'll-
be the 16th.
It's
there.
the 30th over there right now. It's the 29th here.
Yeah, but like when my birthday rolls around, it's the 16th over there.
Yeah. Well, no, it'll still be the 15th, just later in the day.
Yeah, but I was born at like almost the stroke of midnight.
Well, Callie, your birthday here is almost the 16th,
Exactly.
so
So like it'll be like 24 hours almost between Felix's birthday and my birthday.
well, you don't celebrate your birthday at the time you were born. You celebrate it the whole day.
You don't know my life. I was born at 11:50. I should celebrate at 11:50.
Well, I might not know your life, but considering I've been in it for 23 years.
If I could just have someone celebrate my birthday at all, that would be nice. There's been a few years that nobody's even acknowledged it was my birthday. So
You win some, you lose some. And look, because of that, you now share a birthday with Felix.
like my own like place of employment has even forgotten it was my birthday. Like they announced the staff birthdays and they've skipped mine before. My own parents have skipped my birthday before. Like just if
But now you share a birthday with Felix, so quit complaining.
I'm just super excited about this birthday.
Speaking of birthdays, my man's Chongbin's birthday's coming up
When? August 11th.
August 11th.
That's our first day of school. I'm sorry, but I'm not going to be happy that day.
I'll be fine.
I won't be.
I'll be celebrating Chongbin.
The first days are never good.
We're not even talking about the performance anymore.
I'm thirsty.
But with that being said, this was an emotional roller coaster because it had us stressed, it had us happy to see OT8, it had us sad because they were talking about performing all together when they were nervous, and that was the last time they performed all together. It kind of brings me back to that bubble message that Chan sent, that he was like, don't be nervous, I'm with the kids on the stage, and I'll be there to protect them and things like that. So they really it was good to, even with everything going on, to have someone like Chan, and not even just Chan, like all the guys were just like it was, they were super strong in that moment. It's just, and they had to be, to like cope together. And the fact that I found out after he came back that he wasn't in the dorms the whole time killed me. So it's just like everything's back. So this was good to see. I mean, seeing them interact and mess around on camera was so much fun for their first Kingdom performance, and I know they were excited. And Kingdom was a long and interesting journey for them, but I mean, they came out on top, and they rightfully deserved it. They killed it every single week. So, but with that being said, hopefully I can have this out soon and not tomorrow morning. But we'll see. But thank you guys for, again, supporting this channel. I know this one's a little long, but I'll cut some of it out. But thank you guys for always supporting this channel. I love you guys so much. Love the kids more than anything. So happy to have OT8 back. And I feel like I said that even though he's been back for a while now. or not a while, but like he's been back for a few weeks now. Okay, so my camera cut out while I was saying bye, but thank you guys for always supporting this channel. Love you guys so much. Love the kids more than anything. It's Stay Week. We're so excited with everything going on, and it's a lot to be excited for. Even though like part of this was a little somber, there's no need to dwell on what wasn't for a few months, but rather what we have right now and what we can enjoy the guys all together again. So with that being said, be on the lookout for my next Stray Kids reaction, and I will see you guys next time. Bye, Stays.